Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Why did I pull that down? I didn't mean to pull that down. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. Let me get some stuff together here. Go here. Go here. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I am with you. Um, I'm with you for however long I'm with you. Thank you for joining the show. I got a few things I got to set straight today. And then of course I have a question for everybody. Of course I have a question for everybody. But let me say hello. You know, you still got to do the show. Hold on, let me move that out the way. Robert Willis. Robert Willis, good afternoon. We got David. David says I'm first. Well, not really, but he was first on Facebook. Good afternoon, Robert. I mean, David. Anthony. Anthony, representing the Wood. Good afternoon. Terry. Good afternoon, representing downtown. Good afternoon. We got Scott in the house representing West Walnut Hills. McConnell. McConnell, good afternoon. He's representing work. Brent, good afternoon. Representing Dallas, Texas. Pat, good afternoon, Pat. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining the show. Sierra, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Sierra representing Boston. Ruby, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Got LaDonna in the house. Good afternoon, LaDonna. Good afternoon. Got Myosha. Good afternoon, Myosha. She's in the house. She says it's only Tuesday. She's ready for the week to be over. Stop rushing the week. Enjoy every moment. Enjoy every second. Enjoy the week. Even, when it don't feel good. Take time. Savor. I think I already said good afternoon to Tina, didn't I? No? Well, Tina, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Tina. Thank you for joining the show. Dwayne representing Mount Airy. Good afternoon. Mount Airy, the home of the HVWA. Home of the HVWA. Good afternoon. Mike representing Newport. All right. Good afternoon, Mike. Thank you for joining the show. I appreciate y'all's support. I really do. Brenda representing Fairfield. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Got Maria. Maria in the house representing North College Hill. Good afternoon, Maria. TC representing Kentucky. Hold on, let me move this over here. It's in my way. There we go. TC representing Kentucky. Good afternoon. We don't do all that who they stuff over here. We're not watching the NFL over here. Hold on, I need to put my keyboard back over here. But good afternoon, and thank you for checking out the show. David. Oh, I think I already said what's up to David. All right. Carolyn. Good afternoon. Representing Earth, Wind, and Fire. East Walnut Hills. So every time I see that, that's what I think. So I just decided to say it. Thank you for joining the show, Carolyn. Good afternoon. Vincent, representing Middletown. Good afternoon. Let me see. Princess Flower, representing Fairmount. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining the show. Walter, representing Jacksonville, Florida. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining the show. Terrence said he a passport bro. I do have to address Raven and her misinformation on passport bros. But I'm not a passport bro, by the way. I don't like them being misrepresented. But good afternoon, the real Terrence Howard. Y'all know I like when we get celebrities in the house. The real Terrence Howard. Good afternoon. Thank you for checking out the show. Richard, good afternoon. See, there you go with that who they stuff, bro. We don't do that over here. You can do all the college stuff you want. If you want to do some USFL stuff or some XFL stuff or, Canadian Football League stuff. Did I say NCAA? Or did I say something else? But you know what I'm saying. Let me see. Anthony says, just think how much more support you would have if you showed up on a regular basis. I do. You just a hater. Reese. Good afternoon, Reese Mooney, representing Springfield Township. Let's see, Miss Pittsburgh. Good afternoon, Miss Pittsburgh. Thank you. Thank you. Tina says some folks believe you truly still or truly believe you still watch NFL football. Let me say this, and this is what I say, being honest, even though I'm not all that serious about that either way it goes. You know, the people not believing me. I don't really care if people believe me. But let me say, if I was watching the NFL, why wouldn't I just say I watch the NFL? Think about this. I allowed myself to be terminated from my job to not take the vaccine because I didn't want to take the vaccine. It was just something I believed in, something that I felt. And I allowed myself to be terminated from my job. Why would I then lie about not watching the NFL and violate what I believe in? I know you're thinking those two don't go together, but they do. It's all about me standing on principle. I stand on principle. So I'm not watching the NFL, no matter what anybody believes. I really do believe Lincoln believes that I'm watching the NFL and other people, but I'm not, just because. And if I decided, if I said today, moving forward, I'm watching NFL, I would just come on here and be like, you know what, moving forward, I think I'm watching the NFL. But I'm not. When I do, if I do, I'll let y'all know. But I'm not. It's just what I believe in. It's what I believe in. Colin Kaepernick get a real shot, or black majority owner. One of those two things happen, or both, I'm back in. But until then, Lincoln also did not believe, up until even after they terminated my employment, up until like everybody told him on Monday, but in his mind, he still thought Saturday and Sunday, like, oh, you coming back? You gonna go get the shot this weekend? Oh, you coming back? Like, bro, no, I'm not coming back. I'm not doing it. So come on. Come on. Lincoln gonna send Marcus to spy on me. He gonna go through my garbage. I don't know that you can. Going through my garbage is gonna help you see. I mean, only thing he'll figure out, I guess, is that I don't have the NFL network. But, you know. Good afternoon, Vincent. I don't remember saying good afternoon to you. Jack, good afternoon. Good afternoon. She was so sure of her wrong, often anti-feminine woman ass. What up anyway? Checking in from Newport. I'm not sure what that... Oh, hold on. Let me take this out. I shouldn't have that in my ear. That's why things wasn't sounding right. These things get so comfortable in your ear, you don't think about them. Apple did a good job manufacturing those. But representing Newport, Jack, good afternoon. Regina, good afternoon. Regina, good afternoon. Lincoln said you're still watching NFL. That's just what he said. Look, because he won't stand for anything, don't mean everybody else won't stand for anything. I don't belong to no track team, so I can stand up for what I believe in. And you had to pick with him a little bit. Somebody said to me, why do you pick on Lincoln Ware so much? You jump on him, you know, I think they said with all 4 feet. And, are you calling me an animal? But I think I'm sustaining Lincoln Ware's life. That's the way I look at it. I'm helping keep him alive. I try to help keep him sharp. I try to help keep him motivated. And, you know, I keep him on point. That's what I try to do. One of the things that I try to do, other than that, I just like to have fun teasing him. But, yeah. If I was like all some of the rest of y'all, if I was like some of the rest of y'all, I'd just be all on his jock and he'd be all comfortable and, his spirit would wither. But with me, you know what I'm saying? I keep him feisty. Um, that's the way I see it. Um, let me see. Mayoshi says, "What does your shirt say?" Y'all can't read it for real. Says your hair was long, but now it's short. You say, "I got it cut," but I don't see no hair on the floor. That's Fake by Alexander O'Neal. The album was Hearsay, and the year was 1987. That's what the shirt says. Let me see. Tina says, "I don't know, because you always say you don't use bad words, but you do." I don't. And it hurts me every time I have to say one of those terrible, terrible words. It hurts me. You love bringing up Lincoln going to the track meet instead of the protest. Lincoln brings it up more than I bring it up. But I do kind of like bringing it up. I do like bringing it up. Let me see. You know how trustworthy Lincoln is, right? Oh, I have to admit again, and I say this all the time, this ain't nothing new. I miss Terrence Howard. Here's what I miss. I miss Lincoln Ware, Terrence Howard, Chad Ashmore, Rare Groove, and me all being in the same vicinity together. Boy, those was the days. Man, I laughed so hard I passed out a few times. That I miss. 100% miss that. Let me see. David says, "If Lincoln invited you over to the Radio 1 Montgomery Studios to watch NFL Sunday, would you go?" No, I'm not watching the NFL. No. Now, if he invited me over to maybe watch WrestleMania, yeah, I would go. The finals, the NBA playoff, the finals. Yeah, I would go, Baseball, I'm not going to watch no baseball. What if you were on a jump rope team? Would you go to the competition or do the sit-in? Hey, I'm protesting. I'm going to the competition. I'm protesting. I'm not going to the competition. Oh, let me see. Is that it? I won't say nice titties this time since you called me a hater last time. Hey, you can't really see my titties all that well in this shirt. I really should print me one like a little bit larger so that you can't see my titties at all. But you can't see them very well in this shirt. That's an optical illusion. That's not, it just looked like titties. It's muscle. Oh, and you are a hater, by the way. Mary, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mary. I believe if E-Man was still working at the station when Omar popped up, it would have been a different outcome. Omar wouldn't have just popped up. I'd have seen that. I'd have seen him coming in through the window and be like, hold on. What you doing? Nah, bro, you can't come in here. That would have been taken care of. Those old days of bantering back and forth in the office must have been hilarious. You call it Lincoln baby is still funny. That is still funny. Man boobs. That's muscle. That is muscle. Oh. All right. Now, let me get to a few things. First, people always say, "Man, you never admit when you're wrong." And I said, yesterday I admitted that I was wrong on this show. Y'all just don't take notice of it because it don't happen all that often. But when Emanuel Livingston is wrong, Emanuel Livingston has no problem. Well, some problem. I don't like it. But I admit that I'm wrong. That's what I do. That's all a part of always wanting to be right. When people say that about me, it's true. I always want to be right. And so if I believe something very strongly and then I find out I'm wrong, I'm not going to keep believing that. No, I want to be right. So I change what I believe. So, all right, y'all all know I am talking about Shirley Caesar and that daggone foolish Red Lobster commercial. When I listened to it, didn't sound like her to me. It's like, that ain't Shirley. That ain't Shirley. And people kept saying that's Shirley. And here's the part that brings the shame on me. I'm ashamed. As I was telling people, like, you sound silly. You sound foolish. You gullible. That ain't Shirley. And then, like, Lincoln pulled up some news articles. And I still didn't believe it because, like, that ain't Shirley. So I still didn't believe it. But so I had to make a phone call and just check. And it was confirmed to me that was Shirley. Those news articles wasn't lying. That was actually Shirley. So, I'm like, oh, so that was you. Like, yeah, that was me. Like, all right. I was wrong. And I'm ashamed of myself. Not necessarily ashamed of myself for being wrong. Now, being wrong, I still have problems processing the idea of being wrong because it's one of those things that happens so rare. So rare. Now, 2 times in, the span of a week, that's never happened to me. Ever. I'm up to 5 times. 5 times. I hope I'm not on some sort of a streak. You know what I'm saying? You go 53 years, you wrong 3 times, and then 1 week you wrong twice? Like, what is going on? But I was wrong. That is Shirley. Or, I'm sorry, Pastor Caesar. And yeah, I'm ashamed, not that I was wrong. I'm ashamed that I mocked other people when they were right and I was wrong. I'm ashamed of that. I take pride in being right and knowing stuff. So I was wrong. There's not much else to say about it. I really think, no, I can't blame it on COVID, Daryl. I can't blame it on COVID. It was 100% me. And I really think I deserve some sort of a punishment for it. And so I was thinking an appropriate punishment. Because I don't really know what an appropriate punishment for being wrong is because it happens so rarely. Like, I don't know how y'all deal with it. I don't know how y'all deal with it walking around through life being wrong. So I'm thinking a suspension is in order. So, well, I'll allow y'all to maybe vote on that. Should I be suspended? Should I be suspended? Say for a week. For a week, I'm not allowed to do the afternoon experiment or something like that. Should I be suspended? Something significant has to happen. I have to be taught a lesson. I have to be taught a lesson. And I'm thinking, no show for a week. No show for a week. That'll teach me. You know what I'm saying? That'll teach me. That's what I'm thinking that. But I'll allow y'all to kind of vote on that. No show for a week, maybe two. I was wrong twice. Twice. The first time was I read a story about Deion Sanders that kind of misconstrued what he had said. And, so I acknowledged that I was wrong about that. Now, that one wasn't really my fault. I did read what I read, but then that story disappeared, which says to me that that article or whatever misconstrued what he said because I couldn't find the story. So, I don't know. I think I have to be taught a lesson, and not being able to do the thing that I love would teach me a lesson. It would teach me a lesson. So that's that. We'll figure it out. Again, I don't know how y'all run around here, just being all right with being wrong. How do y'all do that? What are y'all made of? I don't like this feeling. But I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong, even though people don't believe. You don't ever admit when you're wrong, because I'm very rarely ever wrong. But when I am, I do admit it. All right. All right. So that's that. Let me talk about Raven Monday. Since she's not here, let me say some stuff behind her back. She talked about the passport bros, and she misrepresented who they are, that they're just basically some bitter dudes who say that American women ain't worthy of marrying. And that is not who and what a lot of them are. Now, I can't say with 100% certainty that none of them are like that. I imagine, you can find some whatever in just about anything. But these are people who like to, or who I guess kind of at the core of it, they really do seem to believe that they can find women who were raised to be wives, women who are fit, women who are feminine, and women who are cooperative, who were raised to be wives outside of the United States. And, say Canada, outside of what they call the Western world, westernized women. And they're looking for a certain something in a woman. And now they go to these third world countries because they know these women is docile and they ain't got nothing. And so what they got make them look like they got a lot and all that kind of stuff. I don't like all of that. But I don't see a problem with a person who says, this is what I want in a woman, and I will expand my horizons beyond the borders that I was born in. And if I can go somewhere else and find somebody with that, great. If I find her at home, great. That don't make you bitter. It don't mean you looking for no slave. You ain't prostitution and all of that nonsense that, kind of Miss Monday was hinting at. They want nice, fit women who were raised to be wives. And look, but why would that make any woman upset? Look, a man that you don't want anyway goes somewhere else and finds someone who actually wants him for whatever their reason is for wanting him. Why would you be mad? You don't want him anyway. Why would that bother anyone? I know, look, if you are a woman that I don't want, right? I don't like the way you look. I don't like the way you act. I don't like the way that you carry yourself. I don't like you don't have enough of something for me, or you got too much of something for me. You are just You are not what I want. And then you go somewhere else and find someone that wants you and someone that you want. How dare she leave and find somebody else? Why would I be upset about that? Leave the men alone. Women, y'all can go overseas and find somebody too. Go wherever and find somebody. It's men all over the world. Why y'all mad that some men are going to find what they want? Mary says they were called mail order brides. What I think that was a little different. I think that was a little different. Because again, that was a little, I want to say before my time, but I remember hearing about that when I was a little kid. And my understanding of that, the difference between that is, they didn't actually go and maybe live in the country for any period of time that they were going to and experience the culture and get to know the people, and then eventually the woman that they would eventually end up being with. They would, like, it was mail order. Like, oh, I saw her, and they wasn't FaceTiming. Well, FaceTime didn't even exist back then. They might talk to him for a little bit on the phone and get like a super duper high pay phone bill. But now these dudes got their passports. They go, a lot of them go, and they spend significant time living in different cultures, meeting different people. They fall in love and, they get married. Who could be against that? Who could be against that? Jason says, female use any and every excuse to avoid accountability. Some of it does feel like they're trying to avoid accountability, Janice. Some of it does feel like that's what the attempt is. But if she's offering what he wants and you mad, hold on, are you willing to offer what she's offering? Hell no, I ain't offering that. Then don't worry about it. But why they gotta go over there and get them? Because you ain't willing to offer it. And because he grown and he want to. He grown and he want to. Why be mad? You gonna cook and clean and be cooperative and keep yourself fit and be feminine. I ain't got to do all that. I can just be me. I bring me to the table. He don't want you at his table. I was about to say something, but I'm not trying to be me. He don't want you at the table. He want a very different version of you that you're not willing to become, which is cool. Be you, but you can't be mad because somebody don't want that version of you. Do this make sense to anybody? Now, hold on. I know somebody gonna say that what I'm saying is, what was it called? Misogynistic. It's misogynistic. But I don't necessarily think that's what it is. Because I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with you as you are. Clearly, in America, there are many men who want someone like you. They may not necessarily want you, but they want a westernized woman. They want a career-oriented woman. They want, a woman with a little extra, poundage. They want, they want all that sass. You know what I'm saying? There's men in the United States that want all of that. So there's nothing wrong with you who you are. But being mad at somebody because that's not what they want and they go find what they want is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. As soon as they come here, they change. Those women realize they have rights. They know they got rights where they are. Do y'all really believe that everywhere except the United States of America, women don't have rights? And they don't know? Come on, they know they got rights. They know they got rights. They're living a good, happy, prosperous life. Painting all of these women. See, because Sierra says seeking out your romantic preference is fine, but don't disparage the folks that don't match your deal. But it's all right for women to disparage those women because they actually meet that man's dating criteria. So they over there all poor and subservient and docile, and they don't know nothing, and they don't know, and then they don't know they got rights, and then they come over here and find that they got rights. What are you saying about those women? These are women diminishing other women. They know they got rights. It really is kind of sad. Kind of sad. Let these women be happy. And even if it is a come up for them. Okay, and you wouldn't marry a rich dude as a come up? Oh, it's okay for you to marry a rich dude. He got to make at least $350,000 a year to be my man. Okay, so that's okay for you. But if one of them say, they want a man, who, according to their economic standards, makes a significant amount more than the average man in their culture, something wrong with them. They don't know no better. Come on. Women, this is women dogging out other women. Y'all shouldn't do that. Y'all shouldn't do that. Darren says, because paying $500 on a first date for women in this country makes so much sense. Mary says, lack of women is the same as looking for a man other than your race. Our women are lacking men. Can I ask a question for the ladies, for the single ladies in the chat? The single ladies in the chat. If there is a shortage or a lack of men, would you be willing to share? Men. Like, all right, I'm married to Mrs. Livingston, but there is a shortage of men, which means, I have to spread myself thin. And there is enough of me to go around. So why don't you marry me too? Or at least, spend time, become my other woman and you. So it's me and the three of y'all. Would y'all be willing to share? I'm asking. I don't know. I'm asking. There's this lack of men. Men as a vital resource. Because if you take almost anything else, I'm trying to think of something that wouldn't fit into that category. I need a place to live. There's a lack of housing units. Hey, Terrence, you want to be roommates? Split the rent? I don't think Terrence, if there were a legit lack of resources and me and Terrence had to be roommates in a place and split the rent to make things work. I mean, I can't say with 100% certainty, but I don't think Terrence would be against that. Yeah, we would set some boundaries. I remember I had a roommate because I had a lack of resources. I had a roommate. We split the rent. I've never been in a position where I had to share a car. Well, that's not true. That's not true. There was a time when my car was broke down and I only had my car and Mrs. Livingston's car. And we shared a car. We had limited resources, and so we shared a car. So, all right, I'll come and pick you up, and then you keep the car and you drop me off, and then when I need to get picked up, you come pick me up, and we shared a car for a time. And we're like, hell no, I ain't sharing no damn car with you. No, lack of resources. We gotta take what we want and make it work again. So we shared it. Food. If we stuck in a ditch and all we got, Yvonne's food service done brought us 3 sandwiches and it's 10 of us, we got to cut these sandwiches up. We not going to starve to death like, oh, I'm so full, I don't even want this, and throw it out the ditch. No, you like, can I get some sandwich, man? Can I get some of your sandwich? You going to split that, ain't you? And hell no, I ain't sharing no sandwich. Hell no. Like, come on, nobody says that. Lack of resources. This is what we need. Let's split the resource. Let's share so that everybody gets what they need. I mean, I'm trying to think of a scenario where you're in a position where there is a lack of resources and people are just so against sharing. I mean, we make fun of the people who, like the rich people, like you got billions and billions of dollars and there are people homeless. You can't share some of your resources to help other people. We look at that like that's ridiculous. Come on, bro, share. But you tell me that there's a lack of men, but you're not willing to share that resource so that everybody get what they need. Whose fault is that? Maybe your pride is in the way. Maybe your pride is in the way. And you need to, come up off of that pride. Come up off of that pride. So Regina says, who is Yvonne? Yvonne was a enterprising young lady. Many years ago, she called the Lincoln Ware Show with a business idea. She called it a business. And the business was a simple business. She would have some vans, and they would ride up and down the highways looking for people who were stranded on the highways. And if they found people stranded on the highways, or if people called them and said, hi, I'm stranded on the highway and I'm hungry, her service would bring them food while they were stranded on the highway. They wouldn't bring other resources to help them become unstranded, but you was not going to be hungry and stranded. You was just going to be stranded when she left. She was going to have some food. And a lot of people liked it. They thought it was a brilliant idea. I still think it's a brilliant idea. I told her as much when she pitched the idea. That was the word I used. I said, I think that's brilliant. That's brilliant. And the kicker was she was going to do it for free. Like if she pull up on you stuck on the side of the highway And she, and you sitting there and she knock on the window and you roll the window down just a little bit because, you got the dial thing. And she like, are y'all okay? And you like, we are stranded. The car won't start, got a flat tire. And she, but are y'all hungry? And you like, come to think of it, I'm famished. And she like, okay, hold on. And she come back and she like, how many people in here? It's four here. It's 4 sandwiches, 4 drinks. Like, all right. So everybody, y'all good? No, I'm still stranded. My car won't start. But are you hungry anymore? No, I'm not hungry. This is gonna be all right. All right. Good luck. And they would leave. Brilliant. Don't charge you a dime. Cause she said, every business don't need to make money. Some stuff you do out of the goodness of your heart. Basic idea. Brilliant. That's who Yvonne was. Or that's who Yvonne is. She's still alive. So some of the people saying no, they would not share a man. Hecky nope. Hecky nope. Anthony says they ain't going for that, although we come from cultures that practice it. Mary says no sister wives in this house. Geneva, she says sharing is caring. All right, Geneva. Janice says if you can take care of me and her in the same way, I wouldn't have to work. So it sounds like Janice is down with it. Veronica say hell no. All right. Carolyn says some women and men out here sharing and don't even know it. Well, that's not sharing. That's different. Cheating ain't sharing. Sharing is, like I say with the sandwich thing, we not really sharing a sandwich if I steal your sandwich and eat it. And then put it back and you like, what happened to the sandwich? It's gone. I don't know what happened. That's not sharing. That's not sharing. If I steal your car to go to work and then bring it back, we ain't sharing a car. I stole your car. Chelsea says lack of men isn't new. There will always be and has always have been more women than men in the world. But are y'all willing to share? And if y'all not willing to share, again, all of this because I just didn't like the way that my good friend Raven Mundy mischaracterized those passport bros, those men who are looking for happiness, and they've just expanded their search for happiness. Because if those passport bros find that same happiness in a woman here in the United States of America, that's who they would end up with. Let's see. Mary says, just to be clear, I don't share my man. Either I have him or I don't. He's either mine or hers, not ours. That's double dipping. Well, he is double dipping, but this is might not be anything wrong with double dipping for him. So basically, she would bring you a sandwich and then pull off. Then you'd be stranded with a full stomach. So you are stranded with stressed with a full stomach. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Don't hate on the idea. Don't hate on the idea. Anthony says it would take the lights going out for American women to accept it. Okay. All right. Twin says, Mr. Don't do no wrong. I try not to do wrong. You would rather me be Mr. Do Wrong? You could have just said Mr. Do Right instead of Mr. Don't Do No Wrong. That was a lot of negativity there. Um, Lamont says, this is not what we're talking about, Lamont. If you a gut buster, you can have many women you want. I'm not even going to talk about, I'll let Janice talk about the grammar in that. If you a gut buster, you can have many women you want. I know what you meant. See, I'm not, all this Janice stuff and use the right, conjugate your verbs and all of that kind of stuff correctly. I know what you meant. But that's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about. At least that's not what I'm talking about. You can go out there and have as many women as you want. But having women who are cooperative and all on the same plan, that becomes the issue. If me and Mrs. Livingston, just for the record, she would never go for anything like this, and I would never attempt it because it's not my desire. But if me and Mrs. Livingston made a decision that, it's all right for me to have other women, because it definitely wouldn't be all right for her to have no other men. But if it's all right for, me to have other women, okay, we had to talk about it. Again, we had to lay down some rules. We'd have to make sure everything was what it was, and whoever the other woman or women are would it have to be, we would all have to be on the same game plan. Like everybody cooperating. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, doing the thing kind of in the same way. Everybody happy, everybody satisfied. Everybody working towards a common goal. And if you're not on board with the entire plan, you can't be on board. You don't get to have all this. You know what I'm saying? You out. You just out. So, but it's not a desire of mine. Mary says double standards. Absolutely double standards. You say that like it's a bad thing. But sometimes there are just double standards. There's not a shortage of women. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and dude ain't sharing you because it's enough for each of us to go get our own. It's enough for each of us. We not walking into, me and my 4 friends are not walking into a fully stacked sandwich shop where everything is on the table for all of us, but we sharing that one sandwich right there. No. Even if it's the same, like, oh, I love a Philly steak sandwich. Me too, bro. I love a Philly steak. Me too. I love a Philly steak. It's 10 Philly steaks there. It's 4 of us, but we gonna share that one Philly. Hell no. Ian, go get one of them other Phillies. They the same. They the same. Yes. Yes. It's different because we not facing a shortage. Now, different, like I said, if we all walked in and we all just, love a salami sandwich and there's only one salami sandwich, we might have to share that salami sandwich. But that's not the issue that we as men face right now, which is why it's a double standard. It's really just a different standard. Anthony says it only gets messed up when egos come into play. We have to work as a unit. Absolutely, we would have to work as one unit. All roles understood, everything. You ain't in charge. You ain't in charge. You ain't in charge. There's no hierarchy in that way. It's me and y'all. Me and y'all. Not me and then her and then her and then her and then her. I get more say than she get. No, you don't. Y'all all on the same level. I love all of y'all the same. And if you couldn't get on that plan, you don't get to be one of the y'all. You get to go out there and be by yourself, mad at the passport bros. Donna says, I'm cool by myself. Well, good. And I imagine you don't got no problem with the passport bros, or even the idea of passport bros, dudes doing what they doing. Because you cool all by yourself. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You cool by yourself. You don't care what nobody else is doing. Right, LaDonna? Well, I don't know enough. I don't know enough about what he was doing. But I don't have a problem with it. If somebody wanted to do that, I wouldn't have a single problem with it. Hold on, let me grab the phone. Go here. Twin! How you doing, sir?
You still in your feces from earlier?
I'm sorry? What was that?
I said you still stuck in your feces from earlier, from proving you wrong?
I'm not sure what that means.
Stuck in your feelings, man. You know what I mean.
Oh, I thought you said feces, and I was thinking, what?
Feelings, man, for short. Feelings, man. I forgot who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
I forgot you still Portugal.
I don't know what that means.
Man.
You got to use plain English with me, bro. I'm slow. I keep telling you that.
You ain't slow, man. You want to be slow and be a comedian at the same time. I ain't claiming you slow or whatever.
I'm telling you I'm slow. When a man tell you who he is, believe him.
Sometimes I believe him, sometimes I won't.
Oh, Lord.
But you just a comedian to me. Try to be funny at once. I don't know. I just say you extra. Put it like that.
All right. Put it like that. So what's the question again?
Hey, did you heard what I asked you first? You stuck in your feces from early. You said don't nobody prove you wrong and you hate to get stuff wrong or whatever.
Am I the only one who it sound like he's saying feces?
You said what?
It sound like you saying feces.
I said feces F, man.
Yeah.
It's short for feelings, man.
Okay.
Dang.
But you
what part you play catch up, man?
It still sound like you saying feces. Just say feelings. Just say feelings. I don't like the way.
No, man, you probably just can't hear me because I was walking and stuff. Probably can't hear me pronounce it out right because
I am still experiencing some sort of reaction.
Just take a shot.
Some sort of reaction to being wrong. I'm not used to that. How do you deal with it?
Hey, you deal with it. Hey, you can't be perfect all your life. Ain't nobody perfect in this world. Sometimes you right, sometimes you wrong. Take somebody just, hey, man, you out of order. You was wrong. Just admit you were wrong. You live another day. It ain't like you know that from. It stress you out that bad. Oh, well.
I guess
your time to go up out of here because
I guess I'm just used to being right, man. I'm not used to, like, how often are you wrong?
Hey, I don't know. I don't keep count of that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If you check and say twin, you out of order and stuff, you wrong. Okay, I'll be wrong. Let me learn from my mistakes then. Let me get it right. I ain't gonna keep on getting it wrong. We ain't on no game show or none of that. Getting paid for it. Hey, ain't nobody perfect in this world. It is what it is.
Well,
again, I'm wrong.
I've been wrong so now I'm like around 5 times. And it's not easy for me. Like for you,
man, you ain't taking no quiz or no test at school, man. You act like you about to take a test at school or something. You're wrong. You just got caught in the act, Joe. You just wrong, man.
I said I was wrong.
But you hate to admit that you wrong. Just
No,
like
it's
Uncle
not
Lincoln
that.
where he
No,
be
no,
on
no.
that same boat.
Hold on. It's not that I hate to admit that I'm wrong. I hate being wrong.
Just say you hate to admit you was wrong because you wanted to say that, but you was holding it back.
No, I hate.
Stop being in denial about it, man.
I hate
you're wrong. You're
being.
wrong.
I said I'm wrong. I hate being wrong.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong. Hey, you can't be right all the time, man.
You can.
Sometimes you gotta lie just to get by. You ever heard of that?
No. This is my first time hearing that. No.
For real, you got like just like you probably be honest with your wife sometimes.
I be honest
Just
with
like,
her all the time.
All right. Well,
All the time.
Just say anybody then be like, where you been? I've been to the grocery store. You know, damn well you already passed the grocery store, but you was chilling with your cousin now. And
Why
then you
wouldn't
get caught in the act.
Wait, why wouldn't you just say, oh, I was chilling with my cousin now?
Because, man, I probably was talking to one of my ex or something, or met somebody else, did a couple of blocks or something like that.
What?
Man,
so then
you
just
slow or what, man?
wait, twin. So just don't do
What?
stuff like that, and then you don't have to lie about it.
I'm just saying, I don't want, sometimes when a woman question me, like, I don't like that irritate me, man. Like, going through my phone and all, even though I ain't got nothing to have, but when you're around me, man, we chilling and everything else. You ain't got, where you been at? Where you said you was at the stove. I ain't got to tell you what the hell every move I make.
Then say
Just
that.
Like,
Then say that instead of lying.
No, it irritate me, man. Every
So
one
then
I
say,
do, where you been at? What took you so long? All that. No, you ain't about to give me the third degree, man. Just sit back and chill.
Well, twin,
Hey.
this is what I do. When I come home every once in a while, if I don't want to answer questions, and Mrs. Livingston might say to me, where were you at? I say, I don't feel like talking about it.
Then she go know something.
She gonna know I don't feel like talking about it.
Keep doing it then, see what happens. Keep doing it 3 times. So 3 strikes you out, they say.
Bruh,
Keep doing it. 3rd strikes you out.
Twin, listen, hear me on this. Take my word for this. If you don't believe nothing else I say, don't do anything wrong. You don't have to lie about what you did. And then if you don't want to talk about what you did, even though you know you didn't do anything wrong,
You
that
sound
won't
like one
be
of
an
them
issue.
persons say don't sin. It's a good sin, it's a bad sin. Man, what are you talking about, man?
What?
I try to do things right and everything, man. But hey, sometimes, hey, a player mess up too. I try to do right, but hey, I be off my square sometimes, man. I don't be honest all the time, because I hate woman question me, give me a whole 3rd degree. You ain't about to question me, no. You ain't about to do that. We in interrogation room, no. Mm-mm.
Then just
I ain't
say,
your business, shawty.
I don't want to talk about it.
I ain't gonna say I don't want to talk about it, because you know when I give you that look, what it mean. And what I'm gonna do, what you gonna do, go to bed hard? Yeah, I know you been with this person. I know, no, you ain't about to question me who I've been with and all that. I ain't cheating on you. I might flirt or anything like that, but other than that, I ain't cheating on. Sleep with somebody else.
Then tell her I was out flirting.
That I ain't gonna do.
Why not? Bruh, you don't believe me, but I'm telling you, if you just straight up be honest, I'm a big proponent of just
any female
honest.
any female I deal with, I'll be honest too. I was like, listen here, babe. I ain't gonna lie. I want that monkey, and I got a main girl on the side. That's all I want. What you want to do? Eat? What we got to do? We can take a trip somewhere. I'll be honest with right, because I've been hurt in my life one time, and man, hey, I'll tell you now, that's a hurting feeling. So I tell a woman right now, I'm more mature now. I back in the day, I used to play with people's feelings and stuff like, hey, I get that girl, and next I got another girl. So I didn't care about no woman. Man, call them bees, man. I didn't care about them.
Twin.
What's up, man?
So then I'm not understanding the issue. Look, if I meet a woman and I tell her right out the gate, like, you're going to be my woman, but I also got a chick on the side. And then she asked me, where were you at yesterday? I'm going to be like, I was at the chick on the side's house. Because I told you from the beginning, I got a chick on the side. I'm not going to lie. Why would you go from being honest to lying?
I'm just saying, man. Listen here. If I got a main chick, If I got a main chick at home, you think I'm about to tell her I got one on the side?
You
Hell
just
to the no.
you just said that's what you do
No, I
going
didn't.
in.
I
You
used to do that, but I don't. I'm just saying. When I met this last girl and everything, I said, hey, I got somebody on the side, so don't get caught in your fifi. What, man? I don't know. Go in there and ask. Yeah. So I tell him, man, he threw me on my square. Goofy dude. Hey, dang, man, he threw me off.
you told her you got a chick on the side, so don't get caught in your feces.
Yeah, and then once you get caught in her fifi, it's over, man. Then she want to fight and go through my phone. I said, I told you, that's like my second to the last baby mama did that. She got caught on her fifi when I told her up front. She done snuck a key on the key ring. I didn't even know who key it was until she told me. And everything. So it's more to it. Sometimes, I mean, I don't do it now, man. It was back in my playing days and stuff, but I don't too much really, do it. I'll flirt and, do my thing, but if I really want to get down this, I'll tell a female in a minute, hey, I got a main chick. I'm going to tell you now, I just want that monkey and keep it moving. That's all I'm going to tell her, man. That Passport Brothers, they ain't nothing but a pack of disease waiting for you, man.
What?
Ain't nothing but a pack of disease waiting for you.
Okay,
You
explain that to me. Because but before you explain, I want you to know that what you just said right before you said that sounds much more like a pack of disease than the Passport Bros.
No, I just said that. You ain't even catch on what I just said. We on another subject, man. We ain't on the same subject.
I know we
man.
on another subject, but you just going
ain't number like
hitting
having
chicks on
an escort service, man, type thing to me. That passport stuff, mess with them foreign women and all that. If you can't get them over here, hey, if that's that, just go over there or whatever. That ain't nothing but a.
That's what they doing.
Straight.
That's what they doing. They're going over there. They have their passport and they go overseas.
So they can't. The women over here ain't good enough for them or something.
Well, they're looking for something and they're expanding their horizons.
Horizon for a come up, huh? I still say it's BS to me. You ask me. It's just coming over. If they can't find them over here, oh well. Still go somewhere. What, North Carolina, they got the best ones in Florida.
But why limit yourself to one continent? There are women all over the world.
Yeah, that's true. I probably agree with you for the last time.
So why not get a Filipina monkey or, you know what I'm saying? Get an African monkey, a Nigerian monkey, an Ethiopian monkey. Why limit yourself to North Carolina monkey?
Hey, to each his own, man. I wouldn't do it, though. I ain't that thirsty for no one. It is what it is, to each his own. I guess they want to explore the world or something.
Yeah. And who could be against that?
Huh?
I said, who could be against that?
You right. Did you watch the game on Monday?
No.
Oh, you watching them strippers, what? The wrestling strippers.
What are you talking about?
Man, you know what I'm talking about, those Speedo guys and everything. You rather watch that than watch football. A man's sports or whatever.
I watched wrestling. I watched 30 Coins. I watched an interview with Teddy Riley. I watched, because when I'm watching TV, I flip between a lot of different stuff, but I did not watch an NFL game.
Why you don't watch the NFL game?
I will watch the NFL.
Oh, I forgot you said the boycott stuff.
That's right.
And what gets me, man, Emanuel, I didn't thought about it. I think I talked about it last week with what gets me is Black Lives Matter and all that crazy stuff. They stood a cause, these big timers and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that Jay-Z,
mm-hmm.
who I want to say, Jay-Z, Kanye, Raper Man, P. Diddy, and the rest of them clowns, why they just didn't put all their business out they so-called say they had together and bought the Carolina Panthers, the Redskins, when it was up for grabs, and then they could have came up with their own first black
Because
owners. Why was that?
because it's not that simple. Like, if you own a business, twin, I can have all the money in the world, but I can't force you to sell me your business. And
But if they would have came together as one and put their ideas and everything on the table and everything, and y'all stand for a cause for black people and everything, why y'all ain't come together as one then?
what do you mean?
What part you don't understand, man? Y'all got all this money and everything, and they could have bid it on like, hey, we can get it. Let's talk to Byron Howland, or let's talk to Tyler Perry. We all come together, and we can bid for it. They shoot us down. Oh well, it's a yay or nay.
Well, that's what happened twice. Byron Allen put together a group, and they bid on what was the Washington
TV
Commander. No, the Washington Commanders and the Denver Broncos have both been up for sale recently. Byron Allen and his group were attempting to buy it, and they awarded it to a different group. You can't force them to sell to you. They can sell to whoever they want to sell to.
Okay, in that case, they could have brought in that Rooney, what's that coach, the Rooney Rule or something like that?
I don't know that goes for owners.
Well, if they make it a rule, it's a rule, right?
It's a rule. I believe that's a rule for players. If that were a rule, then there would already be a majority black owner. That's a rule for players, but they're not forcing franchises. One of y'all got to sell y'all franchise to somebody black. They're not going to do that ever.
Because they got some soft NFL players and stuff like that that don't stand up for things like that. It can be done.
No, the players don't have it.
They can them players can boycott, man. Only thing I do, I ain't playing. Oh, I'm not gonna see Chase today. I'm not gonna see Mixon today. Mommy, why we come here for it? Come on, man. That's crazy, man. How it is. They want to stand for a cause and stand for a cause. Just like they say all this shooting and all this, young people doing this and doing that. If it weren't for y'all promoting stuff, they wouldn't do it. No, just keep buying our records.
Here's what I'm trying to explain to you, twin. If you own a business, just get in your mind that you own. What kind of business do you own?
I don't know biz.
Huh?
I don't know biz.
No, I'm saying, imagine you own a business. What kind of business would it be?
It'd probably be real estate.
All right. So you own a real estate firm. All right.
Yeah.
Y'all buy and sell real estate. You know, it's a real estate company. And you want to get out the real estate business. Now, keep in mind, you own this business. And you say, I think I want to sell Twins' main real estate, right? I want to get out of it.
Yeah.
So now I want to buy Maine Real Estate Company, right? But so do Lincoln. And I don't know, so do Terrence. And we all got money. But then so do, I don't know, one of them lender boys, right? So me and Lincoln and Terrence put our money together. And we say we want to buy Maine Realty Company from you, twin. But then that lender boy come and he offer you double what we got together. Can we force you to sell Maine Real Estate to us? Or are you going with the most money?
You probably go with the most money.
Right.
But
so they can't force them.
In my idea, I would sell it to y'all. Because I would look at it like this, as a new generation and everything what we stand for, as things going on. As of today, it will go to black folk. I don't care how much money you got.
And again, that sound good, but your first mind was actually what you would probably do. It's my business.
You can't put nothing in my mind if I'm telling you how I'm going to get in.
You just finished saying I'm probably selling it to the dude with the most money. You said that.
I say, no, if you play catch up, man, you will know what I'm saying. I say, let me break it down dummy terms since you don't understand, Mr. Smart Guy.
Please.
I said, with today's new generation, what's going on now with all this racist everything, it probably go to one of y'all. That's what I said, if you play catch up.
Okay, actually, if you play follow up, then you would go back and listen and you would hear where the first thing you said was, I'ma probably sell it to the dude with the most money. And that is
Oh, well,
probably what you would do.
rewind it then. Take that out.
Well, you can't once you done sign that contract, you can't unsign it and say you can look back and say, "Oh man, I should have sold it to them brothers." But it's too late. You done already sold it for double what we could pay you.
That's a lie. I ain't signed the contract yet. I didn't sign my lease over yet. The contract deal over yet.
It's a fictitious company, and you signed it. You signed it when you made that first decision. Because that's the way it happens. That's just the truth of the matter. That's the way it happens. It's reasonable that, if me, Lincoln, and Terrence is offering you $1 million for it, and then that lender boy come and offer you $2 million, you're going to be like, I'm sorry, Lincoln, Terrence, and Square, but I'm giving it to that lender boy. That's reasonable.
I wouldn't do that. No, it's reasonable to some people, but I wouldn't look at it like the way things going on right now. And ain't no NFL owner, black NFL owner, I would sell it to one of y'all. My thing is this, as I look at it and everything, why is it y'all talk all this money, they worth billions and all that, why y'all just didn't come together as one? Y'all let other people get a little stake of, what is it? Who is that? Serena and all of them got a little stake in the Dolphins and other teams and everything. I want the whole you dig, you understand? I don't want just a piece of the pie. I want at least 80% of ownership or something like that. I think that's how Michael Jordan got at 80%, I believe.
But again, Twin, just realistically speaking, you have to figure out how much money can those guys put together versus how much money those guys can put together.
Man, they had all the money, man. They had the money.
They don't have all the money. They don't.
They got the money. It just ain't no black person gonna ever own an NFL team. That's how they look at it. Just like they thought it wasn't gonna be ever be no black president, but they couldn't find nobody else, so they found somebody close to being white, which is Obama.
I'm not even sure.
And they had nobody else. You know it was true. That man, the only thing he did was set up. They black folk came first black president, and he was right, almost white, and bright, and smart and intelligent, and he couldn't put them other dumb dummies up there to roll with him. So hey, we got to put this man up here. And what he do?
May I ask you a question?
What, man?
Can you are there in the United States 100 black billionaires?
I don't even think it's 100, is.
That's what I'm asking you. Is it?
No, it's probably about 20 at the most, I'll give you. Maybe I got to ask Google or somebody or Siri.
And I just looked it up.
It's about 20. Ain't no 100, I believe. I don't believe. It's probably about 20 at the most, 20 or 30. Black folks don't own nothing, man. That's that white man stuff. If they ever wish to die, they're going back to that white man.
Okay, according to this, there are 19 black billionaires in the world.
Who number one? Oprah or the African guy?
That's what this thing is saying. Now, I'm not saying, because I'm not wrong, but I'm not saying that that's a fact, but that is, I just looked it up on this website. Hold on.
Ain't no honey black folk.
Okay, now Forbes, these are the world's 16 black billionaires. So according to Forbes, and this is from show me the date, February of 2023. There are 16 black billionaires, according to Forbes.
See, I was close. I said 20.
Now, let me just tell you, if they put all of their money together, they still don't have as much money as Elon Musk. So all of the 16 of them can get together and combine their money and be it on the Denver Broncos.
Elon Musk don't own no NFL team.
That's not my point. All 16 of them can put their money together and try to buy, say, the Denver Broncos. And then Elon Musk can come in and double that.
How much Elon Musk worth?
Oh, how much is he worth? Hold on, let me look that up. Elon Musk net worth.
He probably about what, 900 billion?
$222 billion.
And And now,
So
what's the highest
so
paid?
now you see what I'm saying. There are levels of money out there where it sound good, like, oh, all these black people just put their money together and buy an NFL team. It's some white person out there whose wealth is double what all of those wealth, more than double what all of those is worth. And if he don't want you, he gonna go to that NFL team and say, nah, I want to buy it.
Just say your Uncle Sam ass don't want to put the black folks ahead, man. Just say that and I understand you. You, Emanuel, that's coming out your mouth, I understand. Just say you don't want the black folks to prosper.
Why would I
Just
say that? Why would I say that?
Because it sounds like you're hating and everything.
How is
Elon Musk and all that.
How is that
But
hating? All I did was give you what I perceived to be facts based on things that I just looked up. How is that? How is me giving you facts hating?
So which one got the highest money then? How much the first billionaire? Well, 30 billion probably.
Which billionaire? The black billionaire?
Out of them 16 billionaires.
It looks like 14 billion.
That's chump change.
But I'm hating.
It is what it is. You know you hate. You're still wrong at the end of the day.
Okay.
All right, man. I got work to do, man.
All right.
You holding me up and stuff.
I don't want to do that.
Great show, Emanuel.
All right.
I'll let you tomorrow, Lord's will, man.
All right. Have a good one.
Right,
don't
man.
be in no feces.
You said what?
Don't be in no feces.
Nah, feces, man. F.
That's what I said.
Man.
Feces. Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, all right, man. Take care, man.
All right.
Still wrong.
All right. All right. That was twin. Yeah, it's not. It sounds like super simple, but it's only so much they can do. But I mean, to his second, when he answered the question, they could sell, make sure that a black person is a majority owner in an NFL franchise. They could carve that out. They don't want to carve that out, but they could carve that out. See, because I saw somebody said Byron Allen didn't offer enough. I think Byron Allen offered enough. But I think, again, if I want to sell Maine Realty and you come to me with your $1 million and I'm like, that was actually about what I was expecting to get it for, but I don't want to sell it to him. I might be able to tip somebody else off like, hey, yo, look, I'm trying to sell this. I got $1 million offer. I don't want to sell it to them, but it's clearly worth $1 million or more. Can you offer me more than $1 million? I don't want to be bothered with no real estate company. Come on, man. This black dude is going to end up owning it. Can't you put a group together to offer me more than $1 million? I don't care what you do with it. Sell it eventually. Just don't sell it to no black dude. All right. I'll put together a group. And then, hey, I'm sorry, you were outbid. I would have loved to sell it to you, but got a better offer. I honestly believe that's the kind of stuff that happens. And that's why a Byron Allen is always going to be overbid. That's what I think is the case. But that's just me. I could be wrong. As we've proven today. Maybe this could be number 6. But I really believe you see Byron coming. You like, hey, if there's Ian coming up trying to buy it, come up with some more money. This is what he offering. Come up with some more money. You want to end on this? All right, then. Come up with some more money. Yeah, but what about, you know how that's going to look? All right. Make sure that a part of the group that there's a black person in it. All right? And then we can put that black person out front and make it seem like they bought it. Like, get George Lucas's wife. She black. Get her to be a part of the group, and then we can say, hey, George Lucas's wife just bought the Denver Broncos. Okay, I guess that'll do it. Great. Now let me tell this Ian he can't have it. All right, bye. That's what I believe happens. That's what I believe happens. Daryl says, that's a poor excuse, man. Just say you're not a fan of the NFL. Well, that would be foolish, because I was very much a fan of the NFL. And I wouldn't necessarily mind being a fan again. I like football. I liked NFL football. I was a big-time Minnesota Vikings fan. I supported the Vikings. That was team number one. Cincinnati was team number two. When they played each other, depending on what was going on, would be who I would root for. Like, if they played game one of the season, I would typically root for, if it's a home game for Minnesota, I'm rooting for Minnesota. If it's a home game for Cincinnati, I'm rooting for Cincinnati. Not a whole lot on the line. They played once, and I believe Cincinnati had a chance to make it to the playoffs. Minnesota was eliminated from the playoffs. I was rooting for Cincinnati. I think they played once, and Minnesota was still in contention, and Cincinnati was eliminated. I was rooting for Minnesota. Or did I? Either way, I'm rooting for whichever team has the most to gain. So, yes, I am or was an NFL fan. I don't need an excuse. If I wanted to watch the NFL, I would just go watch it. And I don't need an excuse to not watch it. I would just say, I ain't watching that no more. But people are asking, so I'm telling them the honest reason, not an excuse, the reason why I'm not currently watching it. And it's not an excuse. They play each other in a few weeks. Who will you be rooting for? Neither. I'm not watching it. So why wasn't your stands when you were watching the NFL? I don't understand the question. Are you asking why wasn't I in the stands? I went to a number of games. When I was watching the NFL. I think that's what you're asking. I don't understand the question. I don't have to make an excuse for it. I'm just telling you the truth of the matter. Why is that so hard to believe? That somebody would feel like because of that, it developed, as they say, I developed a bad taste in my mouth for the NFL because of the way that they did Colin Kaepernick. It wasn't fair. It wasn't right. I didn't like it. And so that made me develop a bad taste in my mouth. So I said I'm not going to watch it until I see something change. Do you watch NCAA football? Yes. Yes, I do. Vernon says you don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch to root for one of the teams. Which team do you want to win? I don't care because I'm not watching it. I'm not following it. I don't know what Minnesota's record is. I don't know if they're in playoff contention, if they're not in playoff contention. I don't even know how many weeks into the season y'all are. And my understanding is they added another week. So it's a 17-week season. And I'm not watching it. So I'm not rooting for anyone. What changes are you looking for? Black majority owner, or give Colin Kaepernick a real shot at playing in the NFL? One or both of those things. Because here, giving Colin Kaepernick a real shot, to me, would say, maybe not for real, they've changed the culture, but they're saying, like, look, we was wrong. Like, we was wrong. And basically now we just being stubborn about being wrong. But just like me, sometimes you have to admit, I was wrong. Let me do my best to right this wrong, which shows, some sort of contrition and, something or another. Like something has changed. Our mindset has changed. Something about us has changed. So we want to give this young man another straight up fair opportunity. No games, no tricks. Or, like I said, a black majority owner. So that's all I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, Vernon telling me all of the so on and so forth. I don't really care right now. If I ever get back into it, I'll figure it out. Mary says, nice hair. Let us read the t-shirt. Everybody wasn't here earlier. It's just a shirt. It's Alexander O'Neal. Hold on, I had to take this off the screen. It's the Alexander O'Neal song, Fake. Your hair was long, but now it's short. You say, I got it cut, but I don't see no hair on the floor. That is Alexander O'Neal, Fake, from the Hearsay Project, 1987. That's it. Daryl says there are no black NBA team owners now that MJ sold his majority stake. You still watching NBA? Yes. Again, because I didn't stop watching the NFL because there wasn't a black majority owner. That's just what they would have to do to get me back. Now, if the NBA does something to make me stop watching, then whatever I decide, because it's my choice, because it's me. I'm not telling you not to watch. Even though I don't think you should. I'm not telling you not to watch. I'm telling you that I don't watch. And this is what I need to see in order for me to start back watching. So then I would have to set whatever it is that I want to see to make me start back watching the NBA. I don't think this is difficult. The NFL are making black multimillionaires who has the opportunity to have generational wealth, but you crying about NFL black ownership. These black athletes are owning businesses, homes, etc. Well, then keep watching it. Again, I'm not telling you not to watch it. I'm telling you I'm not watching it. And if black multimillionaires works for you, cool. I want to see more black billionaires. White billionaires owning black millionaires. Okay, that's a thing. And if it make you proud, then cool. But that's not bringing me back. But again, you can keep watching it. I am not trying to convince you to stop watching it. I'm not trying to convince you to stop watching it. Why is this hard? I don't know why this is hard. You're the only dude who wants that bum to get a shot. He don't even want to play. That's not true. Not too long ago, he was asking for another shot. Like, very recently. So that's just not true. You were in a union, and know when he won his grievance, he got a big check. The scam paid off, and he went away. Okay, you got a right to believe that. I'm taking his word for it. just like I took Shirley's word for it. He says he still wants to play. See, because I was in a union. And if something happened and the union, this actually happened to me once in the union. Not that. Of course, not on that scale. The union did me wrong. They offered somebody under me in seniority overtime. And they did it on a consistent basis. But according to our union rules, they should have offered me that overtime because I had more seniority. So I kind of let it stack up, and then I filed my grievance with the union. And then guess what happened? I got a check because they had to pay me the overtime that they paid the person under me. So I got a check for that person's overtime. Did that mean I didn't want to work anymore? If they would have just blacklisted me and been like, all right, well, now you can't work here no more. I did get that check. So that's it. No. That check was because of what the wrong that they did to me. That check doesn't mean that I don't still want to work. And look, I understand you can buy into that hype if you want to. But if Colin Kaepernick says, I still want to play, I still want a shot. Look, if he's not good enough, fine. Give him a shot. You know, have him play in the game, doing just like you would do any other quarterback during the preseason. Give him his reps and all that kind of stuff. He's ineffective. He a bum. He ain't got it no more. Boom, he's out the door. Then I would be like, hey, they gave him a real shot. I saw him on the field. I saw that he was terrible, and he got cut. I'm back in. If he's so terrible, what's so hard about giving him a shot? What's so bad about giving him a shot? He's terrible. So he gonna get out there and stink it up. Then everybody gonna see he ain't got it no more. They gonna see it for themselves on the field when it don't count. He ain't got it no more. What's so hard about that? But just because he got a settlement for the league because they conspired to keep him out of the league doesn't mean he shouldn't be able to play in the league. And again, I'm not asking you to not watch it. I'm telling you, I'm not watching it. But get a man a shot. He's a bum. Give the bum a shot and show the world that he a bum. Put the preseason games that he on Monday Night Football. So everybody can see him throw 12 interceptions in garbage time. When they put in the fourth string quarterback trying to get in. Make him number 4 on the depth chart. Throw those 12 interceptions. Everybody will be like, no, he garbage. He's garbage. Even I would be like, he's garbage. They gave him a fair shot. I'm back. They're not going to do that, though. Daryl says, your reasoning is just dumb to me. That just means you don't understand it, which makes me question what is and what is not dumb. No, what you're doing is trying to convince us that you have a legitimate reason for not watching. No, I don't need to convince you I have a legitimate reason for not watching because I'm me. My goal is not to convince you that I have a legitimate reason. I know I have a legitimate reason. But y'all asking questions, so I'm answering the questions. And then to not understand the answer and all of that kind of stuff don't make sense to me. Anthony says, it seems like you taking on the role of sports Elijah. You trying to get us to be sports Israelites. Oh. This stuff ain't hard. It's not hard. What I'm saying is not hard. You're being a hypocrite because you wear NFL team merchandise. That's not being a hypocrite. I'm not buying NFL merchandise. I already own it. right? It's like if I have a CD right now that I bought in what, 91, 92. I went out and bought 12 Play by R. Kelly. I got it right here on CD. And I decided to put it into my CD player and listen to it. How much money is R. Kelly getting off of that? None, because I already own it. Now, if I stream it, he getting like a half a cent. But if I just listen to what I already own, I am not contributing to R. Kelly, to his bottom line. So if I wear something that I already own, the NFL does not make a penny off of me wearing a sweatshirt that I've owned for 22 years. So how is that being hypocritical? I'm wondering, do you know what it means to be a hypocrite? Why do people care so much about what you watch with your eyes? I don't know. And this stuff is like really simple. It's like really simple. Free advertising is not bad. Okay, I guess I could see how you could view it that way. And it would be different if it were something that needed advertising. But it's the Bengals. It's the Bengals. But you're wearing it while doing your show, so that is free advertisement. If you say so. If you say so. But that's still not me watching the NFL. You got to be right so bad, huh? This ain't even about right or wrong. This is about you're asking me what's going on in my head. I'm explaining to you what's going on in my head. Again, I'm not asking you to agree. I'm not asking you to join me. People are asking me questions about what I'm doing and why, and I'm answering them. That's not about wanting to be right. There is no right or wrong. I mean, it's what's right for me. Do y'all even understand some of the stuff that y'all be saying? Like, it's like foolishness. Vincent, all right, here a quick question. Just an example. What is your favorite fruit? Vincent, what's your favorite fruit? I'm waiting for Vincent to answer. Your favorite fruit, Vincent? Oranges. Why? Why are oranges your favorite fruit? Why? Samuel says mangoes. Samuel, I'll play along with you too. Why are mangoes your favorite fruit? Why? Why are mangoes your favorite fruit? So Vincent and Samuel, we're doing oranges and mangoes. Why are oranges or mangoes your favorite fruit? It's what I prefer. So what he said, it's what but why? Why don't you prefer grapes? Why don't you prefer grapes? Vincent and Samuel, I'm still waiting on why you like mangoes. Why don't you prefer grapes? Samuel says mangoes. They are sweet and remind me of my dad. Why not pears? Why are pears not your favorite? You can still think about your dad while you eating a pear. So why not pears? Vincent says, I like grapes, but I like oranges more. Why? What? I want you to like grapes more. So why? Why oranges? Why not grapes being your favorite? Why? Why? Now, I see the rest of y'all are like, what's he doing? I'm trying to show them the ridiculousness of the argument that they're having with me. You like oranges. Why would I be mad at you because that's your favorite fruit? Oh, you just gotta be right. Yes, you're right about your favorite damn fruit. It's your favorite fruit. And no matter how many times I say the nonsense about you should like grapes better and try to make you justify why you like oranges better, why would I even create such a ridiculous argument over your favorite fruit? No, you just want to be right. Oh, you just got to be right. It's your effing favorite fruit. You're not trying to convince me to make it mine. You saying this is mine and it's because this is what I choose for these reasons. It's not a matter of you trying to be right. Right, Vincent? Right? It's a matter of you saying this is what I like and this is why I like it. Why would I be mad at you, have an attitude with you, or whatever, because you like oranges? Why? That don't make sense to me. You flag watching the NFL, but wear the product is ridiculous to me. I don't know what that means. What is flag watching? I don't know what that means. But again, that's like, it is different. But oranges is your favorite fruit, not grapes. But you wear a shirt with some grapes on it. Why would I be mad at you? Well, you're giving grapes free publicity. Stop it. Everybody know about grapes. Ian, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know. I don't know what flag watching is, though. But all right, I wanted to talk about, man, y'all done took up all my time. I wanted to talk about, real quick, what is his name? Come on, pull it up. Pull it up. Jonathan Majors. You know, his trial has started. He's on trial in this domestic violence thing. And y'all, I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know how to feel about it. Look, I believe, and I'm just saying I believe. I'm not stating this that I know this to be the case, but I believe he might put his hands on that girl. I believe that. He might put his hands on that girl. But she wasn't like all messed up. Because she did go kick it at the club afterwards. She went and kicked it at the club afterwards. Now they're saying he has a history of putting his hands on people and all of that kind of stuff. And one of the things that they said about him in opening statements is that this young woman said it felt like she was walking around on eggshells and she had to be perfect. And that he told her that he wanted her to be like Coretta Scott King or Michelle Obama. He wanted her to be there and be supportive and make sacrifices for him because he was finally achieving what he had worked his entire life for. And there's so much that I really kind of want to unpack here. What's wrong with that? I know it's 2023. And I know, we just talked about the passport bros and all that kind of stuff. I know a lot of women ain't going to run around and make sacrifices for her man. Women kind of ain't, a lot of women, they not built that way nowadays. A lot of women in America. I imagine some of them chicks from Thailand would be like, whatever you want, But in America, maybe not. But is there something kind of bad about a man saying to a woman? Because Vernon just brought something. He says that's very weird if he really said that. Were they even married? No, they weren't married. But if I'm like seeing you, you living in my house, you know what I'm saying? I'm supporting you. You my girl. We might not, like Oprah and what's the dude name? Stedman. They ain't never got married. That don't mean they ain't been together for, 50 years. It's a whole different ball game out here. And so if Stedman was, the breadwinner and Oprah was just some chick, or no, let me flip it. If Oprah, being Oprah, said to Stedman, like, look, in order to be with me, you might have to make some sacrifices. I need you to be there and supportive. I'm working on my dream. And y'all know what he was doing. He was blowing up. He had just got the Marvel deal. He had just did the Creed thing. They was gonna spin off his character into his own series of movies with Creed. He was doing U.S. Army commercials. He was America. I mean, really, think about that. This young black man was about to be the face of America. You talking about he was crossing over. And then this comes up. You can't be the face of America no more. We ain't doing no spinoffs no more. MCU talking about, well, we might switch and not do the Kang storyline no more. I don't think it's that horrible to say, hey, look, I'm hitting my stride now. And I don't want to sound like I'm diminishing being a woman, but you just some chick that I'm kicking it with. If you gonna be here while I'm making these moves, I need you to be supportive. I need you to be cooperative. I need you to be, you know what I'm saying? Everything. You might have to make some sacrifices. You want to work in the boutique? You might be able to work in the boutique on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Because I might need you for, that don't sound unreasonable to me just on his face. But she's saying that that's him saying, I need to control you. And of course, I wasn't there. So I can't say with 100% certainty he wasn't trying to control her. But as I've seen somebody post a few times, Ron, if you felt like this dude was so controlling in that way, which goes to the whole idea, because I really don't even want to say this, because it goes to the idea that, well, abuse should never happen because all women who are being abused can just walk away. But it's not that simple either. It's not that simple either. Especially if he was already putting his hands on her. This rich, big, strong, rich, powerful Hollywood player with all of the leverage in the relationship telling me to do whatever it is that he say do and sacrifice my needs and my wants for him. There's a good chance that LaDon says, leave. There's a power dynamic there. And you might actually be afraid to leave. With the resources that he has, he can find me. Ain't no telling what he'll do depending on what he's been doing. So I don't know how to feel about this, but what I will tell you that I don't like on her part is it really do seem like she's trying to use the system to get payback. Because allegedly, I want to say his side is saying, he broke up with her. And she wanted to get payback. And that's a possibility. These things is hard for me. These things are hard for me to look at and take either side. But they saying this trial's supposed to go on for like 2 weeks. They just now opening statements. I'll tell you this, though. I don't like the fact that when this thing popped up out of nowhere, he's dating sexy ass Megan Good, carrying a Bible. I can't say for sure. He might have carried a Bible with him everywhere he went, for the time he started. But now that you're in trouble, you run into God and the black woman. Something about that just hit me wrong. I would have rather, I don't know what his crisis team told him. Oh, that's right. He did get in there and break up the fight. He was a peacemaker. But I feel like his crisis team told him, like, look, people need to see you in a happy, healthy relationship, not with a white woman. Because it is still America. This is a white woman we talking about accusing him of doing stuff to her. So people need to see that you're not just this big black brute brutalizing white women. They need to see you as a loving man with the black queen. So that white people don't feel so threatened. Because now you got a black woman. You're not just preying on white women. But I don't like it. I'm almost certain. That means I'm not certain. Lincoln, when you almost guarantee something, that's the same as saying I don't know. But I feel like I don't want to see. Oh, hold on, my phone ringing. I don't know why I don't hear it. CK?
Hey, Mr. Livingston, how you doing, brother?
CK, I'm doing good. How are you?
Man, it's a good ass show, man. I was listening to it. I hate that I get off so late. Feel me? I'll be having to call late as hell. But man, I was listening to your show today. It was good as hell. Did you hear Twin earlier?
I didn't. What did he say?
Man, that boy was talking crazy as hell. He talking about, what are you talking about? Oh yeah, I just let him know I want to smack. I want the monkey. He said I want the monkey, man. He said I just want the monkey. I got me my main chick at the house, but I got my monkey. Won't you give me that little monkey, then I'll get back to you. You feel me?
He did say that.
Damn. He said, give me that monkey. You know he's from 78. Hey, that's right. But I called, we got to clarify this.
All right.
You right, and listen carefully before you answer. You right, we wrong on this NFL thing. You see what I'm saying? This is, you say why you not watching it, and you got a bunch of black folks trying to get you. How is it hurting you? They act like you boycotting you. I'm the fool for watching it. That's why they own you. See, it's easy to get at you because they don't want to call themselves a hypocrite. They the hypocrite. Well, we watching a known racist organization. It was a good-ass game last night. But I'm not going to blame you because I'm wrong. That's what the black people doing to you. You standing up for black people and black people coming for Livingston. Do you understand that?
Well, let me say this. I feel like what I'm trying to do is support the idea that people who take a stand for black people shouldn't be punished for taking a stand for black people. I don't know if I would say I'm supporting black people, and the NFL don't know me from a can of paint. Okay?
Yep.
So I'm not even suggesting that what I'm doing is so high and mighty, but I'm with you. I don't understand why people would be upset. You can still watch the game. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
When you write, that's what I'm saying. When you write, you write. You said I'm not watching. You're not saying y'all shouldn't watch it, but they telling you should watch it. What the hell? So you want to pay the white man to be racist to you? So you got to go apply more pressure because, like you said, people want to. It's easy to blame Emanuel because he's one man up against the system. But why not blame yourself for allowing to get pimped out, spending thousands of dollars with the NFL that never let your black ass on the team? You got people really talking about you a hypocrite. What is they? Jerry Jones? What about Jerry Jones? You know what I mean? This is a racist organization, like you said. They won't even let a black man own it. Your description, remember how you described how Byron Allen was trying to buy it?
Yes.
You killed him with that. I hope you need to go back and listen to that part. You killed him with that, Livingston. He said, hold on, this N-word trying to buy it. Hey, little Joey, hurry on up here. Oh, you married to a black woman too? Oh, wait. This will work. We'll say you got them on no. See, that's what I'm saying. Oh, why are they mad at you? But this is why we can't accomplish nothing in America. Because the one person that's trying to stand up for black people gets attacked by his own people over the NFL, a freaking game.
Well,
it ain't nothing.
Well, CK, let me say this. Some of them would say they're not mad at me. They just think it's dumb to believe that a black man shouldn't be punished for standing up in the interest of black people. So they're not mad. They just think that it's dumb to stand up, or at least for me to take a personal stand for or against the league punishing black men for standing up for black people.
And this is another thing you got to start. You didn't start this boycott, but gosh darn it, you about to finish it. You feel me? That's the problem. Gosh darn it, he's going to finish it. The same people arguing with you, calling you a hypocrite, is the same MFers that was boycotting the NFL. You can't make this stuff up. You feel me?
Look, just like you enjoyed the game last night, I'm sure they enjoyed the game last night. Yep. People are excited about it, and I'm not against it. I don't think it's dumb to watch the NFL. It's just not what I'm doing right now for my reasons. They think my reasons are dumb. I guess they got a right to their opinion.
But we're the dumb ones. The man. Hold on. What if all of us was doing what Livingston do? I bet you I bet you they hire some black coaches in. I bet you they get a black owner in. So who's dumb? It is dumb. But I'm saying, as a culture, we're addicted to doing dumb shit in America. Like watching a racist organization like they care about us. Bengals don't give a damn. And like you said, we didn't win, they won. Right?
It's very true.
Yeah. But Emmanuel, he's a hypocrite. He has a jersey. Oh, so what the heck? So you got a jersey, so that means you need to go spend some more money with him. No, I stopped paying money. Like how much? When is enough enough? Livingston got hit with the Kaepernick. A lot of us came back. He stayed on the boycott. Cool. What the hell? How is it going to affect another person what Livingston watches? That's what they is dumb. Hold on. How is it not dumb? If you are mostly affected by you not watching something, that's crazy as hell. It's just like you took him with the Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino was the same thing. And remember, I fought you on that. But then it came around, and you was right when he made the movie, the Hitler movie. And it all proved. Now you proved to be right. But this ain't even got to be proven. The NFL don't like no black people. Michael Jordan had to damn be the best player in the NBA history to own a team, sir. So yeah, the dumb one is us. That's the problem. Why people can't say they dumb? Oh, I like being alone. Why you just can't say I can't get no man? Oh, I love being by myself. Don't nobody like being single. It's easy to be like when it's you. It's easy to be like, well, you know, hey, I watch NFL. No, I watch the NFL because I'm a addict. I'm addicted to American racism. Yeah, tell the truth. But yeah, I just wanted the people to know, stop calling him wrong, calling you wrong about standing up for your beliefs when he's standing up against a racist organization, a supremely racist organization. They won't let nobody look like me, you, or your listeners own it, and you got your listeners telling you need to watch it. Please make that make sense.
I don't know.
I had to hit him with it. Well, I was trying to get home. I'm like, I was furious, Emanuel. I was freaking furious.
But you got it all out. You all right now?
Yep. And that actor you're talking about, I think that black girl got him. I think that was personal. He was like, damn, my mama told me not to listen to them white hoes. That's what that is. He probably, when he got into that, his mama probably called him like, I told you, boy, stop, don't mess with them white girls. You see what I'm saying? So now he don't want to mess with no, you know what I'm saying, no pink toe.
All right.
They ran him away. Yep. Man, thanks for letting me on the platform. I had to straighten them out, man. I got to read the comment. What they talking about, man?
All right.
Going in on?
I don't think so. CK, hey, I appreciate your call.
Sure. Thank you. Have a good one, bro.
You too. All right. That's CK. Janice made a point that I understand your point, Janice. Janice said, but if no one knows you are protesting and it's not felt, what good does it do? It changes nothing. I'm not sure that what I'm doing is considered protesting. I think it would be more considered boycotting. But what it does is not for them. It's for me. It's for me. R. Kelly, for example. R. Kelly. I believe he did all that stuff he's accused of. Again, R. Kelly don't know me. I don't go and announce that I don't listen to R. Kelly music no more. But I don't. And I definitely don't stream it or buy it. So what does it do? It just says to me that I'm not going to support a dude who I believe to be beating women and abusing little kids and all of the other stuff. It don't do nothing to R. Kelly. It's just for me. It's for me to not support that. Now, if more people did it, then maybe they would feel it. But I'm not foolish enough to believe that me not watching the NFL is going to make anything change. I do it for me. When I wasn't going to Micro Center, that was for me. They profiled me. So I didn't go there for feel like about 5-7 years and spend a dime. For me, I didn't want to support them. I didn't ask nobody else to not support them. I didn't want to support them. I didn't call them and tell them, I'm boycotting y'all, by the way. I didn't tell them. I just didn't spend my money with them. What did it do? It was for me. Twin says, but you support Jay-Z, P. Diddy, etc. Who said I support Jay-Z or P. Diddy? You just making stuff up. Where did you hear that I support Jay-Z or P. Diddy? But I got to get ready to get out of here. Let me say this about Megan Good. Well, she is just too damn fine to be in this. I don't like her being in this. All right? But I will say this. I don't know whether Jonathan Majors is guilty of doing what he's accused of or not. The rumor is that he kind of have a history of this, but again, I don't know if that's true. But ladies, would you date Jonathan Majors right now? Would you date a dude? Forget money and all of that kind of stuff. You meet this dude. He seems like an amazingly wonderful guy. But you meet him in the midst of going through some terrible domestic violence charges. Like, you didn't meet him and start dating him before the charges came up. You met him in the midst of these terrible domestic violence charges. Would you date that dude? And is it fair to say, because again, I don't know if he's guilty or not, but is it fair to say that, let's say he gets off, but again, you met him in the midst of this, you know all the other rumors and stuff, if he starts smacking you around, should we feel sorry for Megan if he starts smacking her around? Choking her up? Should we, for real, I'm asking. Say he get off. He get off. And then him and Megan keep dating. It could happen. And then 6 months later, Megan come out talking about, oh, he wanted me to sacrifice my career for him, and I didn't want to, and he was choking me, and he was making me do stuff, and I didn't want to do it. He smacked me around, and I had to get away. Do we look at that, and then do we be mad at Jonathan Majors for choking fine-ass Megan Good? Or do we be mad at fine-ass Megan Good for putting yourself in that situation? I'm trying to keep an open mind. A lot of stuff look, what's the word, contrived. Him walking to the courthouse hand in hand with fine-ass Megan Good with a Bible. Look, somebody said it straight out of the Olivia Pope playbook. Believe it or not, I didn't watch that show, but I know she was a fixer or whatever. Crisis management. I know that's a real thing. Brent said, women have dated and married women, I'm sure he meant men, with far worse allegations. Very true. And let me be clear. I've been accused of domestic violence. I've been accused of domestic violence. I didn't do it. I was found not guilty after about 10 seconds of deliberation because the charge was utterly ridiculous. So I'm not saying he's automatically guilty because he's accused. I'm not saying that at all. You a hater, bro. You a hater. You a straight up hater. So I'm not saying he's automatically guilty. I do. I mean, I look at stuff like that and I wonder. And again, maybe Megan heard the story and maybe she knows him. And, because realistically, when I listen to the story, I'm like, I'm 100% honest. I really don't believe that young lady's story. I don't. I don't believe her story. I don't believe it in full. Is it possible that he put his hands on her? It's possible. It's possible. And this ain't gonna go well. I probably shouldn't even say this because this ain't gonna go over well at all. I think I'm not gonna say it. I gotta say it because I am who I am. Just because you put your hands on somebody don't mean it's domestic violence. If you hitting me and I'm grabbing your hands to stop you from hitting me, I'm putting hands on you. If I got to hold you down to stop you from, I'm putting hands on you. That's not me being committing an act of domestic violence, though. That's me protecting me. Do I believe he might have put his hands on her, held her back? I believe that's possible. I believe that's possible. But I don't know. This whole case makes me uneasy. But at the very least, it gives people an opportunity to have conversations about domestic violence and looking for warning signs and, being aware of what you will accept and what you won't accept. I can't say for certain, a man don't meet a woman. In this particular case, I'm talking about a man abusing a woman. Women also abuse men, but I'm not talking about that right now. I don't believe that in most cases, a man meet a woman, first date, they go out, she do something she ain't got no business doing, and, dinner, she used the wrong fork. And then once he get in the car, he, pow, don't use the wrong fork around me no more. That typically ain't the way it happens. In that case, you'd be like, hold on, did this end just hit me? That's alarm bells all over the place. My guess is it don't typically go like that. It's much more, it's slower, it's methodical, it's subtle, it's, all of that stuff. And you don't really notice it until you like, wait a minute. I'm afraid of this dude. Like I flinch when he around me. I get nervous when dinner ain't ready fast enough. Like, how did I get here? How did I get here? Because he done fussed at me. He didn't hit me, but he kind of intimidated me because I did something that he didn't like. He might have backed me up against a wall and made me think he was going to hit me, but he didn't hit me. And he was like, I don't hit women. But when I was backed up against that wall, it sure felt like you was about to hit me. He said something about not being able to be around my relatives. He don't like my mama. And he don't want her around my house. And I talk to her too much. And I found myself talking to my mama less and all that kind of stuff. And, but then one day you wake up and you cooking and, he's supposed to be home in 10 minutes. I'm going back to 1960s. And he's supposed to be home in 10 minutes. And I know it's going to be 15 minutes before I get the food ready. So it ain't going to be ready when he get home. And what is he going to do? He going to be mad when he get home. And you're like, hold on. I'm afraid of what's going to happen when my man get home. I'm in potentially a domestic violence situation, but he ain't never actually put his hands on me yet. And when you got to throw yet on the end, you realize I'm in a domestic violence situation. So, girl, has he ever put his hands on you? And you like, no, not yet. Or at least you thinking, not yet. But there's a part of you that really feel like, but I think he could. I've been afraid that he was going to a few times. You might be in a domestic violence situation. I can tell you, Mrs. Livingston, I'm not in her head. But Mrs. Livingston, if she were here right now, I am 100% certain. Well, let me say I'm 99.99999, like ivory soap, certain that you ask her, have you ever feared that he was going to put his hands on you? Have you ever been in a situation with the king of talk where you honestly feared that he might put his hands on you in that situation? Her answer would be no. Never had that fear. If you've had that fear, you might be in a domestic violence situation. But he ain't never hit me. But you scared that he's going to. You might be in a domestic violence situation. Just be aware of stuff like that. Women, ladies. This is me. Different men have different standards. I guess different women have different standards. But you should not be afraid of your man. You shouldn't flinch when he moves. Even if he ain't never hit you. You shouldn't have to be worried that something about to come your way. And if you find yourself in that situation, you might want to start looking for an exit. I'm not even telling you get out. But start thinking about, if I have to get out, how would I be able to get out? Because acts of domestic violence still go on. As much as a part of me feel like, we are enlightened about this stuff. But there's still dudes out there smacking their woman up, choking their woman up, and then taking it to another level. See, this stuff be serious. Like, I see Twin and those guys, they got jokes. And, that's fine. They're joking. They're making jokes. But I'm being 100% serious. Because this stuff ain't nothing to play with. Because this stuff for real ain't nothing to play with. I'm about to put this up on the screen. I'm gonna put it up there real quick. And then it's going away. Real quick. Let's see if this. Boom. Real quick. Then it's going away. That was a pretty lady. That was a pretty lady. Let me put it up one more time. Pretty lady. Pretty lady. Pretty lady. She's a pretty lady. Estranged husband accused of murder after missing woman's body found in Florida storage unit. The estranged husband of a woman whose body was found in a storage unit in Orange County, Florida, has been charged with her murder. Sharika Yvonne Rucker, a 37-year-old mother of four, was reported missing after her family told the Winter Springs Police Department they last saw her on November 11th. Her family reported she left her home for an unknown destination, possibly with her estranged husband, Corey Hill. That's Corey. That's Corey. I don't know the history of their relationship. I don't. I only do that to illustrate. He don't look exceptionally crazy. I mean, mugshot, but just look at it as a person. He don't look exceptionally crazy. He don't look exceptionally crazy. Oh, you can tell. I didn't. People are still out here killing people. Men are still out here killing wives. Boyfriends are still out here killing girlfriends. And yes, that's extreme. Yes, that's the extreme. But who want to be beat up? Who want to be in constant fear? And definitely who wants their body found in a storage unit? I don't know when domestic violence month is. I know we're around the holidays. And I know, after all of these years of listening to domestic violence or anti-domestic violence advocates or whatever they're called, one of the things that they say a lot is that incidences of violence, domestic violence, goes up during this holiday season. This holiday season, incidences of domestic violence go up. And I want everybody, women in particular, but I want everybody just be aware. Be aware. And as families get together, be aware of who might not be there, who would normally be there, but they with some new dude. Be aware when they come around how they react to this dude and how much he controlled them. Again, I know women abuse men as well, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. I'll talk about that at some point. That's not what I'm talking about though right now. Because you can pick up on stuff. If you really paying, I'm not saying you always gonna pick up on everything. And who wants to go to a family function looking for signs of domestic violence? Ooh, what'd he say to her? Ooh, how's she looking at him? Ooh, why was they late? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying do that. But just be aware. Be aware of how your niece or how your little cousin, how your little sister, how your daughter react around her new man. Have you ever met him? Have you ever seen the two of them together? Know her. Know her normal reaction around people and watch her reaction around him. It's going to be a little different because it's a slightly different relationship, but it shouldn't be fearful. He shouldn't be controlling. If she always loved sweet potato pie, and then he telling her, you ain't eating no sweet potato pie. And she, I don't want none. I don't want none. Maybe he just trying to get her to eat healthy, but maybe not. And then you could engage her potentially in honest, safe conversation. Again, I'm not saying, be, ooh, he said he didn't want her to eat nothing sweet. He beating her. Like, nah, he might just be trying to help her get healthy. Damn, he fat. You know what I'm saying? Like me talking about, you don't eat no sweet potato pie. What I'm saying, you don't eat no sweet potato pie. You like, well, okay, he don't look like the healthy eating type. He just trying to control what she eat. Use, common sense, of course. But yeah, be aware. Because in this season, they say that incidences go up. And if you can save somebody from going through such a thing, maybe try to do that. Maybe try to do that. And see, that's what, when these celebrity stories and all that kind of stuff, I be trying to look sometimes for ways to make it make sense. And to, we don't really talk about domestic violence, just period. But, you hear PSAs and all that kind of stuff, but we really don't talk about domestic violence just in general. It's a negative kind of downer subject. Who want to sit around talking about domestic violence when we can talk about whether or not somebody watched the Bengals? You know what I'm saying? Which one is more fun, more exciting? And then you get a story like this, which again, I'm not sure that Jonathan Majors did anything, but it gives you an opportunity to talk about it. And then to show that it can go to a hell of an extreme. And it kind of makes it worth, like, look, if you tell me, Emanuel, either your daughter is going to be mad at you for meddling in her relationship, or she going, you know what I'm saying? Her being mad at you is going to stop her from being abused domestically, violence-wise, domestic violence-wise. I take her being mad at me and not being abused every day of the week than us having this amazing relationship and her being abused and I don't know it. And look, I'm not saying jump in to no fight and all of that kind of stuff, because, a lot of times people turn on you, you trying to do what's right. But just be aware. Be aware. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here. Man. I mean to leave on such a down note. But again, as this Jonathan Major situation goes on, I'm going to keep talking about domestic violence. And maybe somebody will hear it and I'll never know. But hopefully somebody hears something and sees something and, help somebody get out of a bad situation. Shahara says, did you see my comment about me understanding your boycott with my own personal boycott with BP? I saw it flashed by. I forget what was happening when I saw it. But what did you say? What did you say? Why are you boycotting BP? I got a few minutes. I'll. Why are you boycotting BP? I might join you. I will join somebody's boycott if you know what I'm saying. Like I've had people say to me, "So this happened, and so and so and so and so and so. I don't shop there no more." And I'm like, "What? For real?" And I stopped shopping there. And every once in a while, I ask them, "Are we still boycotting? Are we still not shopping there?" And they like, "No, I'm not shopping there." I'm like, "All right, cool." And then every once in a while, they'd be like, "All right, I started back shopping there," and I'd be like, "Okay, cool. I can go back shopping there because I'm just supporting you." For real, I've done that. I have. Twin says, "Thank God because you definitely was wrong today." I don't understand that. I know you be thinking on a much higher level than me, but when you put stuff in there like you, I don't know. I don't understand that. I'm down here, you up here. As you say, dummy it down for me. Dummy it down for me. Oh, you're boycotting them for what they did in Louisiana. Okay. Hold on. CK?
Hey, oh, my bad, man. Oh, sorry about that, man.
All right.
My bad.
All right. It was an accident. It's like he calling me back. And I would take the call because, he might have been calling me as a cry for help for some domestic violence situation or something. I don't know. I don't know. It could happen. All right. I got to get ready to get out of here. I appreciate y'all. As always, do me a favor. If you out and about, of course, be vigilant. Keep your head on a swivel. You never know what's going on around you. And I want everybody to be able to come. Not necessarily that you're going to come back, but I want you to be here to make the decision to not come back if that's what you so choose. So be aware. I had a friend of mine who was carjacked not too long ago, but a couple weeks ago. Yes, here in Cincinnati, people carjack people. She was carjacked. Her car was stolen. There are people out here still doing dirt to people. Be aware. Be aware of your surroundings when you out and about. Especially, as they say, during the holiday season. A lot of bad stuff kind of go on the rise during the holiday season. So be out there, be vigilant, and if you can, you're around people, be the reason that somebody smiles tonight. Till next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to say this. I don't know how I forgot this of all things. Today, that little baby turned 6 years old. Today is that little baby's 6th birthday. And I forgot to say it. I was getting ready to go, and then I got a text telling me what she wants for her birthday. And I remember today is her birthday. She ain't having a birthday party today. I asked a while ago, what do you want? And she said she'd let me know. So I'll have her birthday gift for her birthday party. But happy birthday to the little baby. 6 years old. I meant to mention that very early on in the show, but I had to come back and say it. All right. All right, y'all. I guess I had to go again. But yes, happy birthday to the little baby. 6 years old. Man, it's been 6 years. These 6 years move fast. These 6 years move fast. Now I have to start telling her she's 5. I had to challenge her mentally and make her justify the fact that she ain't 5, she's 6. She's getting better. She's getting better. She be arguing me down. She be using logic and reason too. She don't be hollering and screaming. Hey, grandfather, I can't be 4 because I'm 5. I'd be like, nah, I think you 4. No, grandfather, I was born, and I'd be like, oh my goodness, she's putting it all together. Like she's putting the math together and the reason together and everything. So I make her convince me of just about everything just to get that brain working that way, just to make that brain work. So now I have to start telling her she's only 5. But, all right, that was really it. I just want to say happy birthday to the little baby. By the way, she does watch these. She tells me, like, grandfather, we were watching your show. Like, we watch your show every day. I'll be like, all right. So, happy birthday, little baby. Happy birthday. All right. Thanks, y'all. I'm out. Peace.